Did you know that in your pocket change, a tiny silver coin could be hiding that's worth a fortune? Gemstone, the legendary Mercury dimes, like the 1931 and the 1942 editions, are among the most sought-after treasures in American history. These coins may look small, but their value today can climb into the millions of dollars if found in rare conditions or with errors. Imagine holding a piece of silver that carries not just money, but history, power, and unimaginable wealth in your hands. Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover could change the way you see every single dime in your collection forever. The first up. The year was 1942, a time when the United States found itself in the midst of a world at war, and yet, even in the darkest hours of history, beauty and craftsmanship emerged in the form of a small but extraordinary coin, the Mercury dime. Struck from silver and carrying with it both history and symbolism, the 1942 Mercury dime stands today as one of the most sought-after treasures in American numismatics. To hold one of these coins in your hand is to feel the weight of history, the artistry of its design, and the possibility of unimaginable wealth. For in the right condition, this dime is valued not in cents, but in millions, capable of changing your life in a single stroke of fortune. The Mercury dime is not an ordinary piece of currency. Designed by Adolf A. Weinman, its obverse features liberty wearing a wing cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. Many people mistakenly see the figure as a Roman god Mercury, hence the coin's nickname. But what truly makes the 1942 Mercury dime so remarkable is not just its design, but the rare variations, minting quirks, and pristine conditions in which some have survived. Imagine a coin that was struck during a time when silver was abundant, yet only a handful of flawless examples remain today. Examples so rare that collectors are willing to pay millions of dollars to possess them. What elevates the 1942 Mercury dime to legendary status is its survival story. Many of these coins were melted, lost, or worn down in circulation as they passed from hand to hand during the turbulent years of World War II. Very few survived in untouched, gem-quality condition. It is these ultra-rare survivors that hold the keys to unimaginable fortune. If you happen to come across one tucked away in an old drawer, a forgotten jar, or perhaps hidden in your family's collection, you may very well be holding a treasure of incalculable value, one capable of transforming an ordinary day into the dawn of wealth beyond imagination. Collectors and investors alike understand the sheer power that condition brings to the value of a coin. A 1942 Mercury dime in ordinary, circulated state may fetch only a modest amount, but in pristine, uncirculated mint state, gleaming with luster as if it had just left the presses, its value leaps into the stratosphere. These coins in their highest grades, free of scratches, untouched by time, and with their details sharp and perfect, are the very specimens that auction houses describe as once-in-a-lifetime finds. Their sale prices are not measured in thousands, not even in hundreds of thousands, but in millions, amounts so staggering they seem almost unreal until a hammer falls and history is made. What makes this coin story even more fascinating is how it connects ordinary people to extraordinary fortune. This was a coin of the common man, a dime spent on bread, milk, or a newspaper in the 1940s. Yet, hidden among those millions of circulated pieces lies the possibility of a fortune. Think about it. A coin designed for everyday transactions, one that could have bought you a cup of coffee, might today buy you a mansion, a luxury car, or even secure your family's financial legacy. That is the magic of the 1942 Mercury dime, a simple piece of silver transformed into a symbol of boundless possibility. The Mercury dime also reflects America's spirit of resilience. In 1942, the nation was united in sacrifice, industry, and determination to overcome global challenges. This coin became a silent witness to history, carried in the pockets of soldiers, workers, and families who lived through an era of uncertainty. To collectors today, owning such a coin is not just about wealth, but about holding a fragment of America's courage and endurance. It is both a financial treasure and a patriotic emblem, combining art, history, and value in a single silver disc. Now imagine the sheer power this coin holds in today's market. A rare 1942 Mercury dime, flawless in every detail, can bring millions of dollars at auction. That means one single dime, worth 10 cents at the time of its birth, could now make you a millionaire overnight. It is a story that captures the imagination because it reminds us that fortunes are not always found in vast estates or giant investments. Sometimes, They are hidden in the smallest of things, in a single coin, waiting for the right pair of eyes to recognize its true worth. If you are lucky enough to possess such a coin, never underestimate it. Don't let it slip away for a low price, because this little piece of silver has the power to rewrite your destiny. Coins like the 1942 Mercury dime are not just currency. They are vessels of history, carriers of beauty, and in some cases, keys to wealth so unimaginable it can transform your life in the blink of an eye. What was once 10 cents in a child's pocket could today be the cornerstone of a fortune that lasts generations. So the next time you come across a dime that seems ordinary, take a closer look. That 1942 Mercury dime might not just be a coin. It might be the very thing that opens the door to prosperity, freedom, and dreams you never thought possible. After all, history has a way of hiding its greatest treasures in plain sight, and this little silver masterpiece is living proof that fortune can be found where you least expect it. The second up. In the vast timeline of American coinage, there are certain years that shine brighter than the rest, and 1931 stands as one of those unforgettable milestones. Imagine a dime so small, yet so powerful, that it carries with it the potential to change a life forever. The 1931 Mercury dime is not just a coin. It is a time capsule of art, scarcity, and mystery. For collectors and dreamers alike, this coin has become a symbol of unimaginable wealth, one that, in the right condition, can command prices in the millions. To hold such a coin in your hand is to feel history whispering secrets of fortune, beauty, and destiny. What sets the Mercury dime apart from all others is its breathtaking design. Sculpted by the brilliant Adolph A. Weinman, its obverse features the youthful Liberty wearing a winged cap, a design so elegant and timeless that people confuse her with the Roman god Mercury, giving this coin its famous nickname. On the reverse, a fasces bound with olive branches reminds us of unity and peace through strength, echoing America's values during that period. Now picture the 1931 issue of this masterpiece. Scarce, striking, and elusive, it had become the centerpiece of many collectors' dreams, a coin that stands tall among the most valuable dimes in United States history. But beyond the design lies the rarity, and rarity is where value is born. The early 1930s were a time of deep economic hardship, the years of the Great Depression. Minting numbers fell dramatically, and people clung tightly to every cent they had. The 1931 Mercury dime was produced in far smaller numbers compared to surrounding years, and that scarcity set the stage for its legendary status. Few were saved in pristine condition, because during those times, coins were not collected. They were spent to survive. That is why today, finding a flawless example, untouched by circulation, feels like stumbling upon buried treasure. Condition, as every coin lover knows, is a key that unlocks unimaginable value. A circulated 1931 Mercury dime might seem like just another old silver coin, but in gleaming uncirculated condition, free of scratches, rich with natural luster, and showing every delicate detail of Weinman's art, it transforms into a millionaire's prize. Auction houses have witnessed jaw-dropping bids for these dimes in perfect preservation, with collectors battling to own a piece of numismatic history. A 10-cent coin once used to buy bread could today be worth millions of dollars, proving that the smallest things can carry the greatest fortunes. Think for a moment about what this means. That coin in your hand, the one passed down from a relative, the one hidden in a jar or tucked in an old box, might not just be silver. It might be the very key to rewriting your life. The 1931 Mercury dime has the power to transform a regular collector into a millionaire overnight. Its beauty is eternal, its history unforgettable, and its value unstoppable. To part with such a coin for a small price would be to give away a fortune wrapped in silver, and that is why these coins are guarded, cherished, and hunted with relentless passion. But the story of this coin is more than just money. It is also about America itself, a nation struggling in the 1930s yet still producing works of art in its currency. The Mercury dime was a symbol of resilience during uncertain times, and owning one today connects you directly to that era. It is a reminder that even in hardship, creativity and excellence can shine through, leaving behind treasures that future generations will honor, collect, and revere. This is not just a coin. It is a piece of history, a silver echo of America's past. Collectors know that few things ignite the imagination more than rarity tied to beauty. That is why the 1931 Mercury dime has become legendary. It is not simply another piece of silver. It is a coin that blends scarcity, design, and history into one perfect storm of value. When such a coin appears in the marketplace, the world takes notice. Bidders prepare, wallets open, and the coin world buzzes with excitement because everyone understands the stakes. This is no ordinary dime. This is a dime worth millions. Now, imagine the story your own 1931 Mercury dime could tell. Was it carried in the pocket of a worker during the Great Depression? Was it stashed away by someone who saw beauty in it even then? Or perhaps it has remained hidden, untouched, waiting for the right person to discover its true worth. That person could be you. You could be the one who unlocks its destiny, a destiny worth more than you ever imagined. So, if you happen to come across this coin, treat it with the reverence it deserves. Do not spend it, do not dismiss it, and do not underestimate it. For the 1931 Mercury dime, in the right condition, is no longer just a 10-cent piece. It is a ticket to fortune, a masterpiece of history, and perhaps the key to becoming a millionaire overnight. In its silver shine lies not just wealth, but the power to change your story forever.